Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you are welcome and be sure to subscribe. For the topic of today, I'll be tackling the 5 things you ought to have and 4 things you ought to know before starting a new project. Starting off with the 5 things you ought to have before starting a new project. 1 is a plan. With having a plan, you'll find that you will have looked into the possible challenges that may occur as you proceed with your project, as you continue building your project, and you'll know how to handle them as you tackle the project. Number 2 is patience. You'll have to have patience simply because if it's a new thing, you won't know how fast it's going to work out. You don't know if it's going to take a period of time so that it may work out for you, because you'll find that different projects work differently with the people. If someone might start that similar project in another area and succeed maybe in months or 1 year or 2 years time, but you'll find that if you are the one starting, it might end up taking 3 years so that it can bloom. So having patience is also a good thing, because you might end up giving up and yet you are close to your goal. You are close to your goal. And number 3 is determination. You have, with starting a new project, have that positive feeling, the positive vibe that it's going to work out despite the challenges ahead. Have that positive feeling, the positive vibe that you're going to make it, that you're going to come out victorious as you start your project. Number 4 is to have a strong heart, simply because a faint heart is not going to help you achieve what you want to achieve with your project. Simply because you, with a faint heart, you might find challenges ahead that they challenge you properly, and then you're like, let me give up. Like, damn, this thing ain't working for me. So you'll find that you're fainting with your faint heart. You'll give up if you have a faint heart. Number 5, be ready to learn new skills. For you to go forward, for you to move on, you'll find that there are some skills that you will have to learn, that you'll have to possess as you journey along with your project. So free your mind from all those things that ain't helping, and be ready to take in that which is necessary for you to work out your project. Now, the second part of the video is the 4 things you ought to know. Number 1, nothing comes easily. Be it manual, online, or even the office jobs, you'll find that each and every work has its own level of toughness. So nothing comes easily. If it's the manual jobs, like those who are out there doing cleaning on the streets, those who are in building sites, you'll find that they use lots of energy so that they can make ends meet. Those in the office, they have to be punctual. They have to also the ones in the building sites also have to be punctual. Okay, so for those who are in the office, you find that they involve much of brain work, brain activity. By the end of the day, they are tired, since involving the brain is also another tough issue. And as you go to the online jobs, like let's say online jobs, they also don't come easily. succeed with online works, hey, you'll have to work. Like if it's freelancing, you'll have to go study, acquire new skills so that you can be accepted by those who are offering jobs at the freelancing site. If it's YouTube, you have to work, post, to create videos, post consistently to maintain the views, watch, and also increase subscribers for you to make a living out of it. So that's the first one. Nothing comes easily. Number 2, hard work pays. That's like nothing comes easily. Anyway, as you work hard, at the end of the day, the fruits will be as a result of your hard work. If you input less effort, you receive less fruits, and if you input much effort and also sacrificing most of your stuff, you'll find that at the end you're going to have wonderful and marvelous fruit production at the end. Number 3, what you ought to know is once you're starting a project, put your heart in that project. If you're not going to work to put your heart into the project, you're not going to push yourself to work so that you can increase and be productive in your area. If you're not going to put your heart in it, the project is going to waste you. The project may also be a waste, simply because if your heart is not there, you're doing nothing. Even if you are employed, you find that that person who is not into the work, that person may end up stagnating in one position instead of being promoted to higher ranks. So putting your heart into your project is a very essential thing to do for you to value your project. And then last but not least, I don't know how to say it, but let me explain it. If you are in a certain project at this point and you want to start a new one, if you're targeting your project to be a financial thing for you, something that brings food on your table, ensure that it's stable before you leave your current project. If you're going to start a new work, if you're going to open your own job, ensure that it is stable before you leave your current job, simply because you don't know how it's going to work. It might fail and then you end up regretting why you left your job, and with the bills to pay, with the responsibilities given unto us, you have to be wise. Summary: 5 things you ought to have before you start a project is patience, plan, determination, a strong heart, and be ready to learn new skills. And 4 things you ought to know before you start a project is nothing comes easily, hard work pays, put your heart into the project, and the 4th one, I don't know how to explain it. I hope you understood it as I explained before. See you next time. Remember to stay at home,